Recently over in New York for the New York Times, Prince Harry spoke openly about how he truly believes in the power of therapy. Apparently, according to him, it's got him through so many things, as it does so many people. But according to a source, he's going to need quite a lot of that, plus something else, to get him through the next few weeks. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you today. Thank you so much for taking the time out. You all right? I'm all right, thank you very much. As ever, nice to have your company here on a chilly winter's evening in the very heart of London town. But don't worry, trust me, I'm very warm. I know you're a lovely bunch of people. The chums tell me off not having a hat on and stuff. I'm warm, honestly. Yeah, this is the thing, you get too many things on, don't you? And if you've been inside, have you noticed that? You come out and you think, now I'm still boiling, an hour or so freezing. That's the weather for you. You've got to look after yourself, have you not? Now let's get back to your royal story of the day, because as I said, Prince Harry recently spoke, didn't he, about his time in the New York sort of thing about therapy and how it helped himself. And if you remember, he tried to sell his book with a therapy session where you got the book and you could tune in and all this sort of stuff. Clearly, he's got a lot of time for it. But according to a source, he's going to have quite a few problems. You see, the problem is, as he now enters back into public life over here in the United Kingdom next month, he is, of course, taking on the might of Rupert Murdoch and that News UK company, all about heritage sort of hacking claims and all that sort of stuff, which he apparently feels still so strongly about. Around about 40 people started, and there's now only 2 remaining, Prince Harry and a former member of the British Labour Party, Tom Watson. Now what's interesting is, clearly they feel very strongly about this, whichever way you look. But over in the land of News UK, I've been told that they're very much gearing up to make sure that they do their very best, of course, to make sure whatever Harry comes up with, they can counteract this. According to a source, Prince Harry genuinely is full of anxiety. You see, the other side of the coin is Harry's normally used to just getting up and giving speeches. Well received, lots of applause, lots of love in the room. As we saw last time when he was in, of course, the Royal Courts of Justice, he didn't necessarily come off at his very best. Couldn't quite remember vital bits and pieces, certain things that had been discussed, etc. This time around, I've been told from an excellent source that Harry is having extensive training, media too, to see exactly how and when and what he will do once he's put under that tight scrutiny. Now, having covered these sort of things myself before on numerous occasions, they are unrelenting and you have to be very well versed. This, of course, is going to be groundbreaking, simply because it's the first time that a former member of the British monarchy has been put under the spotlight to such a degree. And of course, the likes of His Majesty the King, William, Catherine and other senior royals will be very much watching to see exactly what Harry does tell the court, if he sticks to the plot in line. Either way, this is going to become a very trying time for the Prince that felt he could take on the might of the British public. And what one might suggest is, yes, he might, but in the end, it just depends who becomes the winner. And the bottom line on previous performances, a source tells me that Prince Harry's really going to have to up his game if he truly wants to take on the might of course, the Murdoch Empire. Either way, it's set to be a thrilling time in court, possibly for all the wrong reasons. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.